The clock is starting now. Tēnei te mihi ki a koutou I tēnei wā, e mihi mahana ki a koutou. Tēnei te ruru, te kaukau nei, ki hai mahiti hiti, ki hai mārakaraka. Te upoko nui o te ruru tereko, he pō, he ao, ka wawatia. Okay, now we're through 20 seconds, so we're getting there for our 4 minutes. So it's interesting, because you get privileged to ask, thank you, Joanna, thank you, Joe, to come and speak to you today. And I've been rattling my brains for most of the day of what could I talk to. A beautiful bunch of women who actually live and strive in a whole heap of different kaupapa that they work in. And it's such a broadly speaking, in a array of areas. So I thought about starting with a tono, or wero, which is a challenge, on the question is, what does your lane look like in your world? So, and a couple of things, is your lane, like Pudo to Koko Rarata or Pudo to Port Levy, the thin, windy, not much room for error? Is that one of the lanes that we work in? Is it like Beeley Ave, where we're double lanes, sometimes 3 lanes, and it's straightforward, and we're well positioned to go into to have options and go into any choices? And sorry, Miriama, is it more like Auckland Highway, where we're like a foreigner, where we're in back-to-back in peak traffic, challenging, exciting, but having to be focused on where you need to go, because you want to take that wrong exit, it's going to take you a while back to get on track. So that's my question, is what type of lanes do we live in? And I'm going to be really clear about and speak about 5 of my lanes, because actually they're so challenging against each other. I'm still trying to work out what that looks like. So one of my lanes that I work in, I read policy, I set strategy, we approve budgets, we do compliance, we hold the risk for over 68,000 people, and I hold robust discussions with 17 other elected members, and that's one of the lanes that I have to focus into and try to get myself into. Another lane is I lead a team. We're the people who draft the policy. We manage the relationships internally, strategically, politically, and that is hard work. All of those 3 things, and report constantly to all key stakeholders and shareholders. So, that's 2 of the lanes. Another lane that I work in, this is more my voluntary role. We set agendas, we write papers, we chair meetings, we attend meetings on behalf of to ensure that our mana whenua voice is heard right throughout, and we navigate and constantly negotiate. So that's another 3rd lane. The lane that I'm actually most comfortable in, though, is our pā kitchen. So I was on Marae Kai Masters, not that I'm a Kai Master, but my most comfortability is in a marae kitchen, where we give our outputs, can be up to 6 meals a day, and you're navigating a voluntary crowd to try and get them to carry on, stay there. You're doing dishes, you're sweeping floors, and you're mopping, and that's the lane I'm just comfortable about, and I'm good in there. And then my lane that I'm probably neglect the most, and that is being a mother, being a daughter, a sister, a niece, all those types of making time for ourselves. How many people in this room actually tell other women you really need to make time for yourself, but you do nothing about it for yourself? But we preach that all the time. So, we do all the home stuff of paying bills, keeping everything in order, and making those fundamental decisions on a day-to-day to keep your whānau up and moving. So a couple of my lanes cross over all the time. So I'm from the kitchen, also sit at tables, and where there's a clear crossover is actually, have I got the musical ready? Shit. My award for. And this is no offence to anybody, but I'm mana whenua, so if I sit into a position at councils or any other area, they'll ask me, do I want to perform a karakia? Well, no bugger at home's going to ask me to perform a karakia. There's just no way that's going to happen. So there's a whole heap of crossings. So actually, my pātai for the women in the room tonight is, in my leaving comments is, do we choose the lanes or does it choose us? And is that us that position ourselves here, or is it others that position us for the bigger picture? Nō reira, tēnā te mihi kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.